YouTube! How's it going? It's your girl, Jessica, and I'm back with another episode of the worst podcast ever! Love that name, and I owe my friend. Everybody, I am back with the worst podcast ever. Good morning, YouTube, and I hope you're having a wonderful weekend, at least a start to it. For those of you on the East Coast like me, I hope you were able to dig out so far from that lovely snowstorm we had yesterday. That blanketed me with a crap ton of white powder that happily isn't illegal, but should be. Anyway, everybody, welcome to the worst podcast ever. I'm your host, Andrew/Jessica, and we're rounding out our 3-week discussion on movies and shows from each era with the 2000s. And to be completely fair, I am also including the 2010s into this because I'm not doing this for a 4th week. So we're just going to go 2000s are including the 2010s, so we're good with that. So let's talk about shows and movies from the 2000s. Anything that popped into our heads, anything that we remember from our childhood, stuff like that. For me, I loved the 2000s era of certain shows and certain networks for TV shows. Gaming, I finally got into games ironically around this time because I got my GameCube. First game I ever played and owned for it was The Incredibles. Yeah, I know, not a good starting point for your on. Like, you're trying to make you're trying to make a point here. That was my first game. Then again, to be fair, my first game for the Game Boy Advance was Legacy of Goku. So interpret that as you will. I seem to always pick god-awful games to start off my experience with the game system, and then somehow find amazing games down the road. Like, for the PlayStation 2, I started off with Guitar Hero 3. The rest is history. But with the GameCube, I started off with The Incredibles, and would eventually get like games like Custom Robo. I would get Zoid's Legacy, Super Mario Sunshine, Soul Calibur 2, Super Smash Bros. Melee, just a plethora of games that I would get from GameCube. I loved them. I think the last game I ever bought for it was Digimon World 4 before I ended up having to get rid of it. And after my PlayStation 2 died, for the last and final time, my precious PS2, I did start using my GameCube more. Hey, Alter, what's up? Welcome to the show. We're talking about movies, shows, and games, I guess, too, from the 2000s, but I'm also including the 2010s in this. We're including the 2010s in this because I'm not doing this for another week. So we're doing the 2010s as well today. And we're on this till Mom gets back. So I owned 3 PS2s. They were the slim ones. I owned 3. 3 of them. All 3 of them died. The original Xbox, believe it or not, my buddy Sean did give me one for free because he was moving when he was getting married. And I did get it. I didn't have any games for it. I did get it to work. It did function. Unfortunately, I had a coworker that was like, hey, I could really use a game system. I didn't really use it. So I was like, yeah, I have it. She's like, I'll buy it from you for $100. I was like, I was going to charge her 30, but yeah, sure, $100 worth. And then she stiffed me on the money and she quit her job and then she disappeared and took my system and sold it for drugs. So I did really good there. But yeah, original Xbox. GameCube, I owned the Indigo. I loved my GameCube. I was so sad when I had to get rid of it. Little Nicky, yes, I remember that movie. Popeyes is the shiz night, but I have never tried their chicken. Honest to God, I've never tried it. We have one in town. I've just never tried it. Never tried it yet. Oh, yeah, Shrek. I remember seeing Shrek. You know what? Maybe there's a good reason why Donkey shouldn't talk. Oh, yeah, I remember Shrek. Madagascar, yes. Kung Fu Panda, come on, skadoosh. I loved Kung Fu Panda. Though, to be fair, the first one was good, second one was okay. Third one, I think, got a little preachy, but yeah, whatever. Series, though, was good. Legends of Awesomeness. I loved that. Monsters vs. Aliens, yes. I actually dragged my mom to take me to go see that, and I was like, oh, yeah, we're watching this movie. She's like, B movie, yes, I remember B movie. Monsters Incorporated, obviously, I remember that. Finding Nemo, I got dragged to go see that with my kids. Or is it not? Well, not my kids, my cousins. The Incredibles, yes, love The Incredibles. Cars, again, got dragged to see that. Ratatouille, uh, watched it on DVD first, and then, well, my cousins had it up. I was like, okay. And then I got my own copy after seeing it on TV. Loved it. Wally, absolutely love it. That's so cool. Wally. Eva. I love that movie. I have seen but I have seen it. Cats and Dogs. No, I kind of avoided that one. Osmosis Jones. Yes. Loved it. Super Troopers. Have actually never really fully watched the movie. I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I've never fully watched it. Ice Age, yes. Pirates of the Caribbean, sadly, yes. Grandma's Boy. Absolutely. I actually like that movie for what it is. It is a strange oddity, but it's a good strange oddity. Country Bears, no. G-Force, no. Treasure Planet, God, yes. The thing was a massively underrated movie. I do not understand why people hated it. Atlantis, yes. Brother Bear, yes. Home on the Range, no. Hated that movie. Chicken Little, yes. Meet the Robinsons, God, yes. Love that movie. Bolt, yes. Bolt is the one John Travolta movie I will go out of my way to watch, and even with Miley Cyrus being in it, because you don't physically see them, you hear them, which is really cool. Let's hear what it's Paul Blart, yes. Jimmy Neutron, yes. The Bourne Identity, no. I have not watched any of the Bourne movies, and I do not ever plan to. That is the one movie that is on my permanent no list. Napoleon Dynamite, sadly, yes. I don't like it. I do not understand. Even to this day, I do not understand how that movie was so popular that it stayed in theaters so long. I honestly don't understand it completely. Borat, nope, never watched it, never will. Again, just one of those I will never watch you permanent ban movie list. The Longest Yard, no. No. Bad News Bears, no. Transformers, yes. I watched, sadly, all three of them up to Dark of the Moon. And after that, I was done. I was like, whatever they're coming out with next, I don't care. Dark of the Moon was the last one I watched, and that was, as far as I was concerned, the swan song. TMNT, I did actually watch it. I ended up getting it on DVD, but I did watch it. Bruno, I don't remember Bruno. So I can't say I've seen that one. I don't remember Bruno. Barnyard, yes. Mr. Deeds, yes. Bruce Almighty, God, yes. Fun fact. So when we first got our DVD player, like our original that my mom still has, it's the very first one we ever got. Now I've gone through like two. I'm on my second DVD player because I still have my first one. I have a second one. Bruce Almighty was the second DVD we ever owned. The first one was Bicentennial Man, and Bruce Almighty was the second one we've ever owned. I love that movie. You can definitely see if you try watching the DVD how it's aged, mostly because you have the interactive menus with the movies. Like you can see the era of the nostalgia. Like you can see the cheese. You're swimming in it. But yes, I have seen Bruce Almighty. I do like it. Looney Tunes back in action. Sadly, yes and no. I've seen clips of it. Cartoon Network did have it up the one time to watch. I just decided to not watch it, and now I left it at that. Nacho Libre. Nacho, no, I have not watched it. Like, no, I will not. I'm not a huge Jack Black fan, and that's the main reason. But I'm not a huge Jack Black fan. Again, School of Rock. I've seen clips. I've seen pieces. I've not watched the whole movie. Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny. No. Again, not a huge Jack Black fan. I've seen his stuff. I respect some of his work, but I'm not going to go out of my way to watch a Jack Black movie. So there is that. I have seen his stuff. I like some of the stuff he does, but he's not in my list of what I would say. Here's the people that I'll go. Here's like the actors in that I will go out of my way to view. He's not on that list. I saw the original series. I did not actually watch the movie that they made, the CGI movie. So no to Rocky and Bullwinkle. Chicken Run, yes, yes, and yes. I love Chicken Run. Don't like Dawn of the Nugget though, but I've seen the Cliff Notes. I don't like Dawn of the Nugget. Wallace and Gromit, Crystal the Were-Rabbit, yes. Sadly, don't. As far as the Wallace and Gromit production went, that was like weak sauce. Igor, yes, I've seen it. Joe Dirt, I've heard, I've seen like clips of it, but I have not seen the whole thing. Emperor's New Groove, yes, I love the one line. You threw off my groove. I'm sorry, but you threw off the Emperor's Groove. Yeah, I love the Emperor's New Groove. That's one of my favorites. Hi, Bifer, welcome back. Fantastic Mr. Fox, no. And fun story why I cannot stand the animation style on it. I have watched other stuff that has similar animation styles, and I have no issue with it. But that movie itself, hearing George Clooney's voice coming out of that character, was an immediate no. It was a massive turnoff for me. I ended up getting a free copy of it because I bought something on eBay, and the seller included a free DVD because my purchase was like over $30. And that was my free gift, was Fantastic Mr. Fox. I gave it to a friend of mine. I was like, here, you have it. I don't want it. It's like, I want nothing to do with this. It's all yours. Little Miss Sunshine, no. I've seen clips, but I have not actually watched the whole movie. Happy Feet. I hate Happy Feet. I hate that penguin movie. I hate it with a passion. Because my cousins wanted to go see that when they were kids. And they were pissed off because it was sold out. And we had to go see Flushed Away instead. It was either we go see what I want to go see then, which was Flushed Away, or we go back home. Okay, we'll watch. Yeah, you're going to go with my movie now. Yours is sold out. Mean Girls, yes. I've seen Mean Girls. I actually bought the DVD. I didn't see it in theaters. I bought the DVD when it first came out, which was really good. I like that movie. The Ant Bully, yes, I've seen it. I don't remember all of it, but I have seen it. Just go with that. Hoodwinked, yes. Superbad, yes. Sadly, I have. I'm not proud of saying that, but I have. Pineapple Express, no. 500 Days of Summer, nope, don't know that one. Don't know 8 Below. I will not watch any of the Fast and the Furious movies. I refuse to give that franchise even 5 seconds of my time. The Devil Wears Prada, yes, because FX had it on the one night. Spirited Away, oh God, yes, I love that movie. Juno, yes, owned the DVD. I did. That was one of Elliot Page's earliest works, and yes, I did watch it. Jennifer's Body, no. I'm not into horror movies, so no. Flushed Away, yes, loved Flushed Away. It's one of my favorites. Saw. I have seen certain Saw movies. I have not seen all of them. Again, not into horror. I'm not into the horror franchise, so obviously no. Shaun of the Dead, again, haven't seen. Horror franchise, I'm not a huge horror nut. Me, Myself, and Irene, yes, I have seen that. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, yes, because I remember making the comment that this is coming out right at the height of the Michael Jackson trial. Like, this almost seems like it's a pedophile-ish movie. And, oh, look, in the news, Michael Jackson. It's like, yeah, that was, yeah. I've not seen The Hangover. I have watched both of the Scooby-Doo movies that came out in the 2000s. Didn't like either of them. Thinking, I'm not a Scooby-Doo fan. Click, yes, loved it. Garfield. I don't remember going to see it in the theaters, but I remember watching it on TV. Alvin and the Chipmunks, same deal. Legally Blonde. First one I saw in the theaters. I did not go see the second one in the theaters. Idiocracy. Watched it on Comedy Central the one time, and my mom loved the joke. So then I ended up getting the DVD of it, and we were watching it. She liked that if you have one bucket that carries, if you have one bucket that holds 2 ounces and one bucket that holds 5 ounces, how many buckets do you have? Zombieland, yes. I've seen it, sadly. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, no. Haven't seen it. Anchorman. I hate that movie. I hate Step Brothers, and I hate Talladega Nights. I hate Zoolander. I don't think I saw Old School. I don't remember Semi Pro. Hot Fuzz, I do vaguely remember, but I don't remember watching it, but I do vaguely remember it. Meet Dave. Again, that's a vaguely remember that. I do remember Imagine That. I did because we were streaming that. We our one streaming service at the time had it, and we watched it for free. Um, Hot Fuzz. That sounds familiar, but I'm not. It sounds familiar, but it's not piecing together in my head. Club Dread, no. 13 going on 30, yes. I actually am a huge Jennifer Garner fan, so yes. Beer Fest, no. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Sounds familiar, but I don't remember ever seeing it. I have not watched the Mr. Bean's movie in a long. I have not watched any of his stuff a long ass time, so no. Princess Diaries, yeah, I've seen it. I don't seen it. Wedding Crashers, no. Crank, nope. Transporter, nope. Taken, yes. Snatch, no. Hancock, oh god, yes. If you don't move, your head is going up his ass. Oh, he made good on that promise, didn't he? 8 days later, no. Again, not a huge. I'm not into horror. The only reason why I watched Zombieland was because there was nothing else on that day, and I didn't realize the batteries in the remote were dead, and I was half sick, so I really didn't care. As long as something's on in the background. American Psycho. Oh God, no! I know of it. I know if I ever hear it's hit to be square in a like in the motel room next to me or the hotel room next to me even, I know to keep my mouth shut and just lock the door and pretend that I am not home. That's all I know. Let's see. I have not watched any of the Rob Zombie movies. A friend of mine and I did watch Tropic Thunder like a few weeks ago. That's actually a really good movie. The guy was more fixated on getting him a TiVo. Oh my god, it was the best. I don't like Clover. I didn't see Cloverfield. I am not a fan of horror movies, so The Hills Have Eyes, no. I have heard of the 40-Year-Old Virgin. Don't like it. Then again, I'm not a huge Steve Carell fan. Gladiator, no. Kill Bill, sadly, no. Where Art Thou? My grandmother loved that movie. I hated it. Again, I'm not into George frickin' Clooney. The man irks me. The man irks me. I'm afraid to say this. Irks me. He irks me to no end. I will say he irks me to no end. My mom broke this chair. God damn it, she broke this chair. I knew she was going to. All right, let me see what we got here. Inglorious Bastards, no. Dude, Where's My Car? Yes. Dodgeball, yes. Aquamarine, no. 50 First Dates. I honestly have watched that. That's a really good movie. Sin City. I've seen part, but I haven't watched the whole thing. District 9, yes, I've seen it. The Simpsons movie. I'm a Simpsons nut. Of course I've seen the Simpsons movie. I have not watched The Passion, and I never will watch The Passion. Again, that's a movie that is on. I have a list of movies that I will never watch, no matter what. Hellboy and Hellboy 2, yes. The first one, loved it. Second one, also loved it. In fact, back in April, YouTube, as I was sadly crying to I Can't Smile Without You, was so glorious and wonderful enough to remind me, oh yeah, hey, there's a clip from this movie. I'm like, oh yeah, great, thank you. But yes, I've seen both of those. Step Brothers, no. Bridget Jones' Diary, God, no. Robots, yes. Eternal Sunshine, no. Day After Tomorrow, yes. I Am Legend, yes. I, Robot, yes. Moulin Rouge, no. Almost Famous, I want to say kind of, but I don't remember it. I have not watched Snakes on a Plane. Nor will I ever. Walk the Line, no. As I'm not a fan of Johnny Cash. Alvin and the Chipmunks, yes, I did. Okay, we're getting TV shows now. Okay. All right, then we're going to TV shows. Yeah. Clone High, no. Dexter, no. Fair warning, I did not have Showtime. We just had regular cable. So anything that's like Showtime, HBO, I did not see. So Dexter, no. The Tick, yes. Greg the Bunny, yes. I love that show. Josie and the Pussycats, yes. I actually remember watching that when I was a kid in the 90s, but that was like the old cartoon. I love the newer one. Drawn Together, yes. Dreamgirls, yes and no. I don't. Yes and no. Obviously. Chuck, no. High School Musical, yes. I like the first one. I hate the sequels. I love the first one though. Reno 911, yes. Crank Yankers, God, yes. I loved that show. The freaking puppets were funny as hell. Phil the Future, yes. Brandy Mr. Whiskers, yes. Dave the Barbarian, yes. Lilo and Stitch, yes. American Dragon, Jake Lost, but I never actually liked watching it, but I know of it. 30 Rock, I heard of it. I have never actually watched it. The Office, yes. Sorry to say, I feel during that. Entourage, no. According to Jim, yes. As Told by Ginger, yes. I actually loved that show as a kid. Invader Zim, yes. Mr. Meaty has the best theme song ever. That is the best theme song you were ever going to get. So yes, I love Mr. Meaty. I remember that show. Scrubs, I hated with a passion. I never made it past episode 1. Rules of Engagement, yes. The Middle, kind of, but I don't remember. Modern Family, yes. Big Time Rush, yes. I've actually been rewatching some clips on YouTube. Danny Phantom, yes, because again, I've also been rewatching clips on YouTube. I love that. And that's actually one of the that's a show that I would love to see a remake or reboot for, but without Butch Hartman touching it. He cannot touch that. I want it to come back like Danny Phantom, the college years, but I do not want Butch Hartman touching it. Like, he cannot touch it. If he so much looks at it, I want him to be fined. So yeah. Harry Potter, yes, but I actually am not a huge fan of it, but I have watched the movies when they were on like the massive weekend showings. Avatar: The Last Airbender, God, yes. Everything was so perfect until the Fire Nation attacked. I hate Twilight with a passion. I did watch the first one. I think I caught what others, and I caught the finale. I hated it. The whole thing was stupid. I hate it. Call of Duty, yes, I played Big Red 1 for my GameCube for the first time, and I think a couple on the PS2. Guitar Hero, I started off with Guitar Hero 3, and I got Guitar Hero World Tour. That was about it then for me with Guitar Hero. Chronicles of Narnia, yes, I've seen it. Not a fan of it, but I've seen it. Tony Hawk Pro Skater, yes, because I played it on my Game Boy Advance. Ratchet and Clank, no, sadly, I've never actually played that. Same with Jak and Daxter, but that is on my list. I would love to play that game. Little Big Planet, I never had a PS3. I wanted to play that so bad. I played a demo for it, but I never got to play the game. I know of the Curious Case of Benjamin Button. I just do not actually like it. I've heard of it. I know of it. I've seen parts of it. But I don't like it. Yes, Little Big Planet does count because it came out. I said we're combining 2010s in this too. So yes, it does count. Sly Cooper, no. I've never actually played that. Pirates of the Caribbean, yes, I have seen them. Yes, I know the Rabbit, and no, I have never played any of their games. Sadly, I've never played their games. Conker's Bad Fur Day actually probably wouldn't count for the 2000s because I think that came out before him, but it might. So I'm not. That one I'm vague on because I don't know when the N64 ended its life. Or ended the game's birthday. I never got to play that. I never had an N64. I do have the emulator for it, but I have never played Conker's Bad Fur Day yet. I want to, though. It's on my list. I've never seen Big Fish. I never owned a 360. I would have loved to have owned it, but I couldn't. I would have loved to have owned a Wii so I could still play my GameCube games. And I never owned a PS3. I wanted to. I almost got my hands on one that somebody had that was both backwards compatible yet with the PS2, but then they Yeah, I never got to play it. Dreamcast, sadly, no. I do not know Vanilla Sky. Yeah, you mentioned the rabbits like every episode. I'm just like waiting for it like every time. I'm like, okay, let's go for it every time. Like when you gonna mention it? Daredevil, yes, I've seen it. The other guys, no. Kangaroo Jack, yes. Evan Almighty, yes. I have not watched Cats and Dogs Revenge of Kitty Galore. I remember watching the first one and I didn't like it, so I never bothered watching the other. Me, yes. The Lorax, yes. Hop, no. I have never seen Hop. I know of it. I've seen the trailers for it. I know the little rabbit shits jelly beans. I have watched that, ironically. I don't know why I said it that way, but yes, I have. I refuse to watch anything with Charlotte's Web anymore, both the original cartoon and the remake, because I do not like it. It gets too sad at the end, and it does bother me, and it makes me cry. Catwoman, yes, I've seen it. No, I don't like it. Yeah, they can have as many of them that they want until hell freezes over. I don't care. I hate the Cats and Dogs movie franchise. Megamind that movie. Yeah, I know Hop is good. I've seen like a couple clips. I saw the trailer. I just have not actually seen the movie. So basically, when I say seen clips, I've seen the clips that they have for the trailer. That's it. Like I know Little Rabbit shits jelly beans. That's all I know. Cars 2, yes. I watched it on TV. I did not go see it in theaters. Prince of Persia, no. Lord of the Rings, fun story. Never watched it in theaters. TNT had them up one entire Sunday, and I watched all three of them on a Sunday. I loved them. Have not watched The Hobbit, though. Mr. Popper Penguins, yes and no. My cousin had a copy up when they came up the one time. I never actually watched it, so no. Marmaduke, no. The Smurfs, yes, sadly. Just go with it. I love that movie. I'm trying to find it on DVD yet. Just go with it. I have not yet found it on DVD, but I want to find it. Hotel Transylvania, yes. Fat Albert, no. Because if you do that, the Walmart associates will think you're a pedophile, which is very weird. Wreck-It Ralph, yes. Loved it. Saw it in theaters and I bought the DVD. Frozen, have not watched it. Never will. I've seen clips. I've seen the trailer. I don't care. Don't want to watch it. Big Hero 6, loved Big Hero 6. Loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. Zootopia, I've seen it. I don't like it, but I've seen it. Pixels, yes. Tomorrowland, again, George Clooney. I'm not a huge Disney nut when they want to stroke their own dick and preach their own crap. So no, have not watched that one. Never will. Fanboy and Chum Chum. Yes, I actually like that show. I think I'm the only person on this planet that actually likes that show. But yes, I have seen Fanboy and Chum Chum. Yes, I have seen the Penguins of Madagascar. They didn't really have a movie. They were always in with the Escape to Madagascar or Escape from Madagascar movies. They didn't have their own movie. They had their own show. The movie, it was basically they were always in Escape from Madagascar. So it was the Penguins of Madagascar when the show came out. So they didn't actually have a movie. El Tigre, I've heard of it. I've seen clips of it. I didn't like it. Planet Sheen, yes, I've seen it. I regret seeing it like everybody else does in the world, but yes. Tough Puppy, yes, I remember seeing it. I swear that was because they had Jerry Trainer's on contract because iCarly was ending and they had nowhere else to put him and he was still on contract. So like, oh, we need you for this. Hotel for Dogs, yes. Requiem for a Dream, no. Never saw it. Paul, never saw it. Ted, yes. I got it for Christmas the one year. And I even bought myself the sequel, both of which my buddy Sean currently is holding because I can't have my movies with me yet. But yes. Scott Pilgrim, Celebrity versus the World. I have seen clips of it. I have not seen the whole movie. I want to, though. It sounds really good, but I have not seen it. I couldn't even watch Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. FX had it up the time I tried watching it. I hated it. I'm like, screw this movie. I was done. Let me see here. What are we up to? True Grit, no. You Were Not Alone, no. The Tooth Fairy, yes. 8 Mile, sounds familiar, but I don't remember it, so I'm going to say no. MacGruber, no. Popstar, no. Grown Ups, yes, both of them. Paul Blart 2, no. But I have seen both the Grown Ups movies. I like those. Rise of the Planet of the Apes, yes. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Yes. War for the Planet of the Apes. No. I drew the line after the second watching it on TV. I hate the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books. I will not watch the movies. Rio and Rio 2. I've seen Rio. I refuse the sequel, and it's sad now that the birds that they featured in that movie that were the main characters are now extinct, which really does suck. I do not watch any of the John Wick. I did not watch John Wick at all. I have not watched any of them. Okay, so you and I are about the only two people I think all Chronicle, which was very weird, but I have seen it. Inception, no. Interstellar, I watched the Cliff Notes version. That's all I ever planned to watch. That. Dunkirk, no. Mad Max Fury Road, no. I haven't. The last Mad Max movie I watched was Beyond Thunderdome. Max, the movie with the dog, no. It doesn't sound familiar. The Relevant, no. Casino Royale, it's a fun story. The first ever James Bond movie I went to go see was with Pierce Brosnan. The guy that took over for me is a lot better than I ever could have hoped to have been. I think that's a bank, so that's kind of bad. But after that, I didn't watch any more of the James Bond movies. I saw the original Judge Dredd. I didn't watch the remake. I never watched Prometheus. I have seen the 2014. 2014. If the 2014 one is the one that Michael Bay did, no. I did not watch that. If it's the animated one, yes. If it's the Michael Bay one, no. Nazis Underground. I refuse to watch the 2017 Power Rangers. Alter, have you not seen my channel? I ripped that thing a brand new, asshole. Have you not seen my channel? The Lighthouse, no. This is the end. Vaguely, but I want to say no. Sausage Party. Oh god, Sausage Party. They ruined that movie with the trailer. I bought the DVD of it, and I regretted buying the DVD. Tower Heist, no. 1,000 Words, no. Gravity, I watched the Clips version, and that's all of it I plan to watch. Ad Astra, doesn't sound familiar. Uncut Gems, no. That's My Boy. I actually like that movie. I like that movie. I think it's funny. Funny from the standpoint of he reveals everything at the end. You find out that the kid's uncle's Vanilla Ice. And I ended up getting that song stuck in my head there for 2 weeks after that. I ended up getting Ice Ice Baby in my head. Now every time I watch a movie, I did not watch Isle of Dogs. I refused to. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, no. Planes, no. I don't like planes. I was not a fan of cars. To be fair, I've seen Planes. I've seen it. I don't like it, but I've seen it. Ringo, no. Rise of the Guardians, no. Come on, keep them coming. No, I only watched Monsters Incorporated. I did not watch the prequel movie then. Coraline, yes. Loved it. Creepy as hell. Creepy as fuck. And that little girl just gets screwed over massively in that movie. But yes, I've seen it. Paranorman, no. Box Trolls, no. Turbo, yes. That's a snail movie. I remember that. Didn't like it. Hated it. Home does not sound Robin. I'm not a Winnie the Pooh fan. I never will be, so no. Max, but I did not go to see it. I didn't like it either. And my one friend dressed up as the Mad Hatter the one year for Halloween, and it freaked me the hell out. I was like, yeah, no. I don't remember Missing Links. I'm Missing Link. I don't remember the Pirate Band and Misfits. I don't remember that one. Legend of the Guardians, I don't remember. Paddington, I've seen it, didn't like it. Rabbids Invasion, Nickelodeon series, yes. Yes. I remember the Rabbids Nickelodeon show. I watched it. I actually liked it. By the way, checking off my bingo card here, Alter. You're checking my bingo card. Breadwinners. I watched it. I hated it. I agree with everybody. I agree with everybody's review of Breadwinners. I hated that thing. I hated it with a passion. I agree with them. It sucked. Especially it's ducks that are feeding bread to their own kind. So essentially they're killing their own kind because you can't feed bread to ducks. You really shouldn't do that because it's bad for them. But we told them that. Sanjay and Craig. I hated that show. I watched it. I remember being on because then Power Rangers came on right after it on Saturday. I hated it. I did not like it. I did not play a lot of board games in the 2000s, so I didn't really play a lot of board games, period. Unfortunately. Whack-a-mole! I did play Whack-a-mole, though, at an arcade. That's how I played Whack-a-mole. Harvey Beaks sounds familiar, but I don't remember. Oreo Cakesters. Yeah, I remember them. I never had any. Never had any of the Cupcake Pebbles or Brickleberry. Oh, Brickleberry, I remember. Cupcake Pebbles, I don't remember. Brickleberry, I remember it. I didn't like it. Stranger Things. Really? The Muppets. I saw the movie, but that was when it was on TV. Didn't like it. Little Big Planet 2. Never played it. Would have loved to have played it, but I never did. Cars 3. The movie that my mom... the movie that should have been Cars 1. That would have made my mom happy. Cinnamon Jacks. That sounds familiar, but I can't place it, but it sounds familiar. Chowder! Oh my god, yes. Oh my god. Chestnut. Mung Dal. Endive. Panini. Gazpacho. Oh yes. I remember it. Flapjack. Adventure! Yes, I remember that. I said that the one time too. My one friend and I were doing something. I'm like, adventure! She looked at me and goes, do that again and I will beat the crap out of you. I never did it again. Adventure Time, yes. I thought that ended really weird. Even the movie that they made then was really stupid. So, but yes, I have seen Adventure Time. Regular Show, yes. Yes, I have seen Regular Show. I have seen Clarence. I wasn't that big of a fan of Clarence, but I watched it. Uncle Grandpa! Here's my thought on Uncle Grandpa. Now, Squidbillies. Yes, loved it. Knights Museum. I've seen all three of them. Total Drama franchise. I watched a majority of them. I cannot name which one where I stopped at, to be honest with you, but I haven't watched any of them since. Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Dance is Forbidden. Yes. I have seen the Boondocks. Robot Chicken. Seriously, I love Robot Chicken. So yes, Time Squad. Yes, Candy. Obviously, come on. I've seen Candy. I love Billy and Mandy because they have the brains one. I guess. Oh, did we lose somebody? It's only Alter that's doing it now. We lose Bifer. It's fun when two people do it. I'm getting like two different ones. Yes, I have watched the Ice Age. I did not. At least I should say this. The last one I vaguely remember watching, I didn't watch it from start to finish because I was starting to fall asleep, was Continental Drift. That was about it. I watched all three of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies that had the main characters in it. I did not watch any of the ones after the third one. Did you mean Mucha Lucha, Alter? Because I do remember that, if that's what you meant. You said you have Mucha Luna. I don't know what Mucha Luna is, but if you meant Mucha Lucha, then yes. Camp Lazlo, yes. Ben 10, obviously. I'm a huge fan of Alien Force or Ultimate Alien, but I do love Omniverse. one of the only people that likes Omniverse. I think that's better than what Alien Force was. It was way too massive of a shift, and I kind of like the fact that it's a superhero. It's a superhero that it's a kid, it's a teenager that has superpowers from the Alien Watch. Let it be a little funny. You have to have some type of humor with this. That I think was why I didn't like Alien Force that much, because it was too dark, too there. The Wii U. Look, I'm sorry. Reggie could preach that was the greatest thing Nintendo ever did. That was a joke. But I never owned one. Never owned a PS4. Never owned an Xbox One. I have never seen Romeo and Juliet. I figured you meant Mucha Lucha. But yes, I have seen it. I have seen Generator Rex. I've seen Johnny Test. Not a huge fan of it. Sifu, no. Chucky Chooks, yes. Mr. Peabody and Sherman, yes. The Lego Movie, I have seen enough of it. Let's go with that. I know the general gist of it. I watched cliff notes of it. Central Intelligence sounds familiar, but I want to say no. I did not watch the Jumanji remake. I watched the original one in theaters. I have not seen the Blob. No, I've never. Sorry, that's the game. I know that's the game. On my EA account, ready to be downloaded. They're free. I already own. I bought it early, legit free. I have not downloaded them yet. The file sizes on them sons of bitches is freaking huge. I would love to download it. I have the games. I have to remember what my freaking EA password is to get back in. But I have them. I can download them. I just haven't done it yet. But I have them downloaded. I have never played Grand Theft Auto. I have not played Halo. I was told I should, though. I heard it's really good, but I have not played it. The Devil May Cry, no, but I did do the collab with Puzzles and Dragons. That was fun. Uncharted, I played the demo at GameStop. Portal, I know of it, but I never played it. I know of Team Fortress. I know of Sam & Max, Gears of War. Don't know about Homestar Runner, though. I hate Annoying Orange. Don't even get me started on that. We'd be here all day. Tron Legacy. I love the show, actually. That was a good show. Sneezing Panda. Don't know what that is. Tron Guy. Please no. Just don't make me remember that. The early days of the internet. I'd like to pretend that those are like a black book, like the black smudge of who redacted all that shit. There's just like black lines over all of it's redacted. That's what I want to think. I'm not a huge fan of Lady Gaga, like at all. Not a fan of it. Katy Perry, no. Taylor Swift, no. Rob Zombie, Kid Rock. I know of them. I'm just not a fan of them. But I know of them. Cupid Shuffle. I have no idea what that is. Friday. I've heard of it. I haven't watched it. Elder Scrolls. Know of it. Haven't watched it. Sorry. Rephrase that. Know of it. Haven't played it. I have watched gameplay of it, though. Borderlands. Never played it. Know of it. Never played it. Cuphead. Never played it. Undertale. Never played it. Animal Crossing. I've never played it. Eminem. I know some Eminem songs, sadly. I feel like I need to take a shower every time I say that. Yes, I do know some Eminem songs. I feel like I need to take a shower. Like, legit. I feel like I need to take a shower. I don't know who Jason Aldean is. Yes, I know Kelly Clarkson. You know Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon and Steve Colbert. I know of The Masked Singer. I've never actually watched it. I hate Drake and Josh with a passion. I hate that show. I got in trouble because my cousins were watching iCarly and my grandfather yelled at me for it. So that pissed me off. So no. Twix is good. She's taking a nap on her little favorite spot right in front of the TV on the plastic tote. She's good. I liked Victorious, though. Victorious was a good show. I like that. Oh, okay. I hate country. I don't listen to country music. So no, I don't know any country music. So I see you're like Wilton, Luke Bryan. No, and no. I know of Blake Shelton, but I don't listen to any of his stuff. Lego Masters. Yes, I've seen the trailer for it. I would love to have actually watched it, but I never got a chance to. By the way, I'm amazed nobody's noticed the key that I've been wearing this entire episode. I love Ready Player One. I got a free copy of it when I worked at the deli at this grocery store. They had like a bunch of movies that you could have take like the free ones. I own a copy of Ready Player One, but I got the other copy from my friend who's never seen it. I love Ready Player One. I love that movie. Bumblebee, I haven't seen it. Ferdinand, nope. Pixar shorts, yes. Over the Hedge, I've seen it. I liked it. The Croods, yes, I love that movie. I love the How to Train Your Dragon series. Save for the finale. The first one's good. The second one is okay. The third one was just, yeah, I had no respect for it after that. Hell, I had no respect really after they killed off the one character in the second one. I was like, really? We're gonna do this now? Okay, sure, why not? Dinosaur, yes. I remember seeing that in theaters. I did not like the original Dumb and Dumber, so I was not going to watch the sequel. I love the second Men in Black movie. I did not like the third one. I love the Speed Racer movie, though. Never saw Daddy's Home or Daddy's Home 2, so I've never seen either of those. No to Neighbors or Neighbors 2 either. Nope, that's another one I would have to say a solid I don't know. I saw the original Taken. I know of the second and third ones. I've seen the cliff notes for them, but I have not actually watched them. I have not seen Ted 2. Fun story. I have the DVD. It's still shrink wrapped. I never got a chance to watch it yet. And now my buddy Sean's holding on to my DVDs, like 99% of my DVDs for me. So I don't have it with me to watch. I don't know what Tusk is. I've never seen Cop Out. Seriously, points if you can guess what this is from, by the way. I did that last night in my other stream. Points if you can guess what this is from. Like, nobody's noticed this yet. That I've had this in this entire time. Nobody's noticed that. So obviously you guys are just listening to my wonderful voice. Points if you can tell me what this is from. I'm pretty sure somebody might be able to tell me what this is from. Yeah, I have not seen Tusk. So no. I know of the Spider-Man Chronicles. Yes, Alter, this is the Keyblade. I got it on eBay. Like, I am now a Keyblade wielder. I can now finally fight the Heartless. I have a Keyblade. I have the Keyblade. So cool. I got it on eBay. The sad thing is, if you notice, it's not perfectly straight. It's slightly askew. And I looked at it and I was like, oh, the actual Keyblade in the game, if you look at it, it isn't perfectly straight either. It is slightly askew. I never noticed it, but I got a Keyblade. I love my Keyblade. So the Expendables. I watched the first one. I did not watch any of the other ones after that, but I did watch the first one. After that, I was like, nope, I'm done. I'm good. Never again. Yeah, I have a Keyblade. I have seen Yogi Bear. I didn't like it. Like, I legit hated that CGI abomination, but I have seen it. But I legit hated it. Oh my god. Oh my god, I hated that movie. And if anybody out there is thinking that I'm making this stuff up, no, I actually have either heard of it, I've seen it, or I just have seen like the Cliff Notes version of it. So I'm not joking about it, but some of the stuff I've seen, some stuff I haven't. I don't know about Get Carter. I haven't seen either the Creed movies, and I have not watched any of the Kingsman movies. Like, legit none at all. So, and that's just a me thing. I haven't watched them. Yeah, we can just take it up. I'd bring her in and say hi. I'd bring her in and let her say hi, but she is so comfy and sleepy, and I don't want to wake her up. I have seen both Kick-Asses. So, fun story. I watched the first one on TV. FX had it up, and then my buddy Sean took me to go see the second one. That my birthday weekend that time, which was really cool. I did not watch Tammy. I would have loved to have watched the Happy Time Murders. But every time I thought about going to see it, so many people were like, "Oh, this movie sucks. It blows. It's the worst thing you're ever gonna watch." I was like, "God damn it! I wanted to go see it," and everybody ruined the movie in like the first day. They ruined the movie in like the first day, and I was like, "Really? You guys had to ruin a movie? I didn't even get a chance to even try to go see it. You had to ruin it." I wanted to go see that movie so bad. I really did. I wanted to see that movie so bad. I never liked the original Happy Feet, so obviously no to the sequel. I know of it. I know of it. Of Racing Stripes, I just don't like it. But I know of it. But I don't like it. Like at all. I don't like it. I know of it, but I don't like it. Well, got anything else? I saw the movie. So here's a fun story. My aunt who loves Curious George wanted to go see it. The one theater that was still carrying it is all the way out in Farmville, what I like to call Farmville. I so lovingly nicknamed it Farmville. But she wanted to go see the movie so bad. She's like, I want to go take the kid. I want to take my kids to go see it. So she dragged my mom and I along to go see this. It's like a Saturday night, by the way. And we're out there watching this movie at this movie theater. I hated that theater, but the movie was not that great. I didn't like it. So the last Smash Brothers game I played was Melee, and that was for the GameCube. I haven't played a single one since that. Yes, I know. Who the hell doesn't know of Kim Possible? I love this show. I did not like the Buzzo and Maggie though. Attacking the Power Juju, yes. I saw the game. I saw the game. I never played the game, but I like the. Obviously, I liked uh, the TV show. Helva Boss does not count. That came out after 2020. So that does not count. Sorry. Hate to break that one to you. I never played Ty the Tasmanian, though. I have seen parts of BoJack Horseman. I never actually watched it. Again, I don't have Netflix. I don't have Showtime. So any stuff that's on there, I don't watch. I loved Yin Yang Yo, which they kind of ruined. I love how when it was set to premiere, Disney XD was like, "Oh, here you can have this really cool series." Disney XD was airing the whole thing the whole goddamn day before it even premiered. It's like they keep having world premiere 8 p.m. tonight, and yet you're watching the show the whole day. It was just a nonstop marathon of 5 episodes. If that wasn't enough to piss you off, I'm like, bye. I'm done. Yes, Sapuka, I remember that. Um, Let's see here. I Poker Night 1 and 2. I like the second one a lot better, but I've never played any of them. Breath of the Wild, I never played it. Mario Odyssey, yep, I never played Mario Odyssey. I did play Super Mario Sunshine for my GameCube. No to Super Mario Galaxy. No to the Donkey Kong Returns, or Donkey Kong Country Returns and Tropical Freeze. I never played those. Never played. The last Kirby game I played was Nightmare in Dreamland for the Game Boy Advance. So basically, Kirby Mass Attack, Triple Deluxe, and the Rainbow Curse. No. Venture Brothers. Yes, I love. Did you not? Again, Alter. Have you not looked at my channel? I did an entire rant when Cartoon Network and Adult Swim ended that show so quietly. I was pissed off. It sounds like got like 600 some views in a night. Like I put that thing up that night. By the next day, I was up to like 600 some views on it. Yes, I love the Venture Brothers. I hated Viva Pinata. I hated that stupid show. I hated the show and the game. I played Sonic Unleashed. I didn't like Sonic Unleashed. That was the first Sonic game I ever actually played, and I hated it. I did not like it. I don't remember playing Sonic Colors or Sonic Generations. I know the last Sonic game I played was one for the DS, but that was about it. I loved Wander Over Yonder. I loved that show. They should have treated that show a lot better than they did. They screwed that show too, and it hurt. The Looney Tunes show. I loved that one. That was one of my favorites. I should say the remake. The original Looney Tunes show was okay, but the remake was so much better. I loved it. And to the Mickey Mouse shorts, I watched them. I hated it. But there you go. I did not watch any of the Dooms. I didn't even watch the original. I did see Brave. I thought that was really fun, but I did see it. My name is Merida, and I'm shooting for my own hand. Okay. This is my phone. I have only just gotten into the smartphone crap this year. And this is still through TrackPhone. iPhone, I know of it, never owned one. iPad, know of it, never owned one. iPod, know of it, never owned one. If you're about to ask about the iPod, there's your answer. I never owned an iPad, an iPhone, or an iPod. And because I watched that episode of South Park entitled The Human Centipede, which was their parody of the Human Centipede, I will never own an Apple product so long as I live. I don't care if it's no longer kept up with updates or service updates. I will never touch any Apple product because of that. That's my thought process on it. I loved Thundercats 2011. I loved that. That was one of my favorite shows. I wish they would have given it a really good theme song like the original 80s one had, or just like an updated version of that and put that in the show, because the 80s version was so good. But the 2011 version, Thundercats 2011, was really great with the animation, with the art style. Everything felt so fluid and great. It needed to have a solid, and I mean a solid theme song, and that would have pole vaulted it. But then Cartoon Network kind of just quietly ended that thing, and then, well, we know what happened after that. It got the Minuin treatment, and yeah. Oh, that I remember doing that when I was a kid. I always had those like swords. I would always like, you flip it out. It's like, whoosh. Okay. By the way, welcome back, Myfer. But I always had like those swords that you could always like, and it would always like extend. I always did the Thundercats thing. Like I'm out in the backyard. I'm like, Thunder. Thundercats. Oh! I can safely say my mom got tired of hearing it. She was like, I am done hearing this crap. But No, I love the 2011 Thundercats. I really say would have done more with that than they did. They really screwed the pooch on that. Bye, Alter. I don't know what I'm talking about yet next week, Alter. I have no idea what I'm talking about next week. I really don't. And I know I'm getting blinded by the light here. I'm getting blinded by the sun. I'm getting a tan just sitting in my tiny room because of the light reflecting off the snow. I'm getting a tan. Bye, Alter. But okay, so going back, Tron Uprising, yes, I watched that. Let them Tron 3 go for it. They ruined it with the second one. Let's see. I don't know what Healy. Oh, Healy. Oh, God. Heelys. Oh my God, I remember Heelys. I remember. I never owned any. I have a hard time finding shoes, but oh God, I remember those things. And now you just have them owned. Like the only people that were wearing them then were what you would call the slackers or the I don't care community. And they just wanted to like look cool and not give a crap. Those were the only ones. Of Symbionic Titan. I really wish Cartoon Network wouldn't have done it dirty, but then they lost the rights to it, so they had to stop airing it at all. Which sucks, but it was a really good show. I know of the Napoleon Dynamite cartoon, I just don't like it. We kind of did the 80s though. It was like 2 weeks ago. I love Bob's Burgers. I like the intro. I did see Silicon Valley. I thought I heard something, but no. But yeah, I have seen Silicon Valley. I actually did like that movie. Though I've seen Silicon Valley and I've seen Jobs, both of which tell the exact same story. Only one's from Steve Jobs' point of view entirely, and the other one is also mixing in Bill Gates. Honestly, I kind of like Jobs better. Because I really hate to say this, but Ashton Kutcher did one hell of a job with Jobs, portraying Steve Jobs extremely well, versus the guy that did in this movie. Oh, that was Noah Wiley. I was like, wait a minute, who played it? Oh, it was Noah Wiley. It was Noah Wiley. Oh, that's someone that I was like, oh God, yeah, he sucked at that. He sucked at that. Oh my God. I actually had to think about that. I forgot who played in that movie for a second. Oh my God. Yeah, we can do that next week. That sounds like a plan. Famous YouTube channels. I was saying because we kind of already did the 80s. That was the first one. We talked about shows and movies from the 80s. So that would basically be your pop culture. And I don't remember a lot of. I was born in '89, so. I was born in '89, so I wouldn't know any of the commercials from the '80s. Unfortunately, I was born in '89. My first memory of television was in the '90s with like Power Rangers commercials, Too Hot to Handle. That's all I remember from the '90s. But oh yeah, no, we can do famous YouTube channels next week though. That sounds like a good idea. That'll be next week. We'll do famous YouTube channels next week. That sounds good. Famous YouTube channels. I like that. Oh, we can do next. We can do fast food too. It probably won't take us that long to go through famous YouTube channels. It probably won't take us that long, but oh, fast food restaurants? Hell yeah, we can do that. I'm a fat girl. I'm a fat girl. I like to eat. I like to eat. I like talking about fast food. I'm down with that. I'm down with that. Alrighty. All right, so we have next week's topic down. We're gonna do famous YouTube channels and fast food. I should write that down so I don't forget. I'm gonna forget. No, I'll just set it up right away. I was just saying I'm gonna forget that come next week. No, I'll set it up right away so I don't forget. But yeah, I guess we can just cut that, can't we? I guess we could. That could be the end of it. It's been a lot of fun though, I won't lie, but still, it is what it is. Yeah, emotions, Bifer? No, we got famous YouTube channels, fast food restaurants. Oh yeah, we can do sodas too. So sodas, fast food, and YouTube. Hey, that's a way to do it too. The worst podcast ever: soda, fast food, YouTube. I like that. I like that. Bifer, that's a good way. That's a good way to do it. Soda, fast food, and YouTube. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm down with that. I'm down with that. Wholeheartedly. I'm down with that. That's next week's topic. Soda, fast food, and YouTube. That's exactly how I'm going to make the title, too, that I will not forget. I'm going to do that then when I'm done here. But yeah. All right. I think I'm going to cut it here then, guys, for this week. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe. And check out my other videos. I did do a bunch of rant videos over the years. And I have put up some 60-second rants. I do have more of them. I just haven't put them up yet. Like, I haven't edited them to put them up yet. It's just a thing I've done. But you're welcome. By the way, what'd you think of the Keyblade since you were listening? What'd you think of the Keyblade? I can finally the Heartless now. I have the Keyblade. I have the unstoppable power of I'm a Keyblade wielder. I can officially fight the Heartless now. I am a Keyblade wielder. I can fight the Heartless. I have the ability to fight them and save the world from their evil, which is really cool. Yep, I think I'm going to call that then, guys. So, bye, everybody. I will catch you all next week. We're doing soda, fast food, and YouTube. I love that title.